Assalamu alaikum. Good to see you back again. So how have you been during the last week? I hope you have been doing a lot of studies. By the way, doing studies, did you remember to do the exercise I asked you to do? But don't worry, I asked those who have the booklet you can do, otherwise I'm going to do it on the board today. So without wasting any time, shall we look at the exercise that I asked you to do the other day? Now this was the exercise I told you, isn't it? But before we start doing this, let's just recall what we were doing the other day, because we are going to use skimming, scanning when we are going to answer these questions. Alright, so we are going to move to the laptop and just quickly look at the slides. Skimming. The other day also I told you that skimming means reading quickly through a passage in order to gain a clear overall view of what it is about. Scanning is a refinement of this approach, as it means you are reading in order to extract specific details which are relevant to the questions that you are required to answer. Then we looked at the three-step procedure when working through a reading passage, and under that the first one is skimming the text, and while we skim we have to look for the titles, subtitles, headings, photographs, captions, and because they do give you some details or idea of what the text is going to be about. Once you have skimmed through the text, you look at the questions, you thoroughly bring the questions into your mind, fix them, and then you scan again. This time to pick out details relevant to the questions which you now have firmly fixed in your mind. And after doing that, once you have highlighted the answers, you select the points you need to use. When you are doing this, you weed out those points that are relevant to your purpose and leave out the rest. Okay? So these are the steps that we are going to follow when we are doing the question. Okay? So first of all, let's look at the heading and the caption. Looking at the heading, it says "Go Ape," and looking at the picture, the caption here, we don't see any apes, but we do see people hanging, isn't it? So what is the idea that you get? Could it be people hanging or trekking, hanging on ropes and acting like apes? Could be, isn't it? So we have got an idea that it would be something related to hanging on ropes and moving about, isn't it? So let's quickly read or skim through the text. Go Ape. Go Ape invites you to come and trek to the treetops using our new high wire course. Bring a friend or bring your whole youth group and experience our spectacular treetop trail of 35 rope bridges, Tarzan swings and slides, all at 10 meters above the forest floor. Our assault course in the sky is an exhilarating test of courage and determination. It is so unique that it has even been shortlisted for a tourism award in 2005. Our Go Ape Treetop Trail has been designed with environmental protection in mind. It is carefully hidden among the trees, constructed from the natural materials, and continually checked so that no harm is caused to the natural surroundings. In fact, participants learn much about flora and fauna as well as trees and animal species during the 2.5-hour duration of our challenging course. We don't even stop for rain. When above the ground, participants are attached to the different parts of the course by a safety line and climbing harness, and they receive safety training from specialist instructors. Family and friends can walk beneath you on the forest floor whilst they enjoy cycle paths, walks and play trails. There really is something for everyone in our forest now. You need to book as we are always full, even though we are open every day from 1st March until the end of October. Arrive 30 minutes before the start for your safety briefing. Entry costs £14.50 for adults and £9.50 for those under 18 years of age. To book or to obtain further information, dial 0870 444 5562 or visit our website to book online www.goape.cc. Alright, now that we have seen or quickly skimmed through the text, now look at the questions over here. Alright, the first question says, what is special about Go App Tarzan swings and slides? Now when you are looking at the questions, it's a good idea to underline the main words so that it is easy for you when you are going back to the text again to find the answers or when you scan through the text. Okay, so the first question, it says what is special about, so it should be something special about Go App's Tarzan swings and slides. Alright. Second question, which two qualities does a participant need in order to use the course? So the two qualities and participants in the course. Alright. Third question, how do we know that Go App is so highly regarded? So something regarding highly regarded or being so namely. Next one, the course is monitored and well hidden. How else is it environmentally friendly? So it should be something regarding the environment. How is the safety of participants ensured? Give two details. So safety and then should be two details. Right? Next one, how might the rest of the family enjoy a visit to the forest? So it should be something related to family and enjoying. Okay. And last, when exactly does Go App close? So it should be the closing date, isn't it? So we have looked through the questions, we have underlined the main points, and now we are going to go back to the text again, this time to scan through to find the answers of the questions, right? Okay, while we are reading, we are going to underline the points which are related to the answers of the questions. Alright, so let's start again. Go App invites you to come and trek through the treetops using our new high wire course. Bring a friend or bring your whole youth group and experience our spectacular treetop trail of 35 rope bridges, Tarzan swings and slides. There are Tarzan swings and slides. Something about this should be mentioned in the answer, isn't it? So Tarzan swings and slides all at 10 meter above the forest floor. So this is the speciality of this one, isn't it? Moving on, our assault course in the sky is an accelerating test of courage and determination. So this tells what is special about the course and what it is testing, isn't it? So this is useful for the second question. So testing the courage and determination. It is so unique that it has even been shortlisted for a tourism award in 2005. So in the third question we were asked why is it so highly regarded, isn't it? So this could be one thing because it has been shortlisted for tourism award in 2005. Right? Our Go App Treetop Trail has been designed with environmental protection in mind. So, here environmental protection comes, isn't it? In the question it says they mention two things and they want you to mention the third one, isn't it? So, let us read through. It is carefully hidden among the trees, constructed from natural materials and continually checked so that no harm is caused to the natural surrounding. These are the three things. Now, when we are answering, we are going to look what two things they have already mentioned and what do they expect us to write. Next one. In fact, participants learn much about flora and fauna as well as trees and animal species during the 2.5 hour duration of our challenging course. We don't even stop for rain. When above the ground, participants are attached to the different parts of the course by a safety line and climbing harness, and they receive safety training from specialists instructors. So, this is something about safety, isn't it? So, what are the things? Safety lines, climbing harness, and then safety training, isn't it? Those are the things that are done for the safety of the people who are taking the course. Family and friends can walk beneath you on the forest floor whilst they enjoy cycle path, walks and play trails. There really is something for everyone in our forest. In question F, they talk about what is special for the families, isn't it? So, here they mention that they can walk beneath the forest, they can do cycle paths, walks and play trails. All these are things that the families can also do along with the people who are participating in the course. You need to book as we are always full, even though we are open every day from 1st March until the end of October. In the last question, they ask you when is it closed, isn't it? So, here it says from 1st March it opens and ends on end of October. End of October would be the ending date, isn't it? Arrive 30 minutes before the start for your safety briefing, entry cost and all these things. Is it necessary for the questions? No, isn't it? Because the question doesn't ask how much it costs and how much you have to pay, isn't it? So, while scanning we have underlined the important points. Now, shall we answer the questions, right? So, what is special about Go Apes, Tarzan swings and slides? We underlined over here that it is 10 meters above the forest floor, that means 10 meters above ground, isn't it? So, we can write 10 meters above the ground, isn't it? Second question. Which two qualities does a participant need in order to use the course? So, it should be two qualities. We underlined those two qualities, isn't it? Because they are testing for it. So, courage and determination are the two qualities, isn't it? So, that is the answer for the second one. Third one, how do we know that Go Ape is so highly regarded? Why is it famous? We underlined that it has been shortlisted for a tourism award in 2005. So, we can write that, isn't it? In 2005, okay, that's why it's so popular and famous. Question D, the course is monitored and well hidden. How else is it environmentally friendly? Now, we underline three things, isn't it? Let's see, here it says monitoring and well hidden. So, in here we have underlined hidden among the trees and continually checked. So, what is left over here? Natural materials, isn't it? It's made from natural materials. Right. So, that is the answer for that question. Moving on to E, how is the safety of the participants ensured? Give two reasons. So, it should be something regarding safety, and we have to state two things, isn't it? We underline so many things: safety lines, climbing harness and safety trainings. So, we need to mention two of them. So, shall we write safety line and climbing harness. So, we have mentioned two things. Let us go to F. How might the rest of the family enjoy a visit to the forest? So, we underlined what the rest of the family could do. Okay? So, there are many things, you can write any one of them. So, we are going to write walk beneath. Okay. Last question, when exactly does go ape close? Right. So, it says end of October. It starts on the 1st of March and ends on the end of October. So, you can write end of right. So, did you understand how to skim, scan and then answer the questions? I hope you have understood that. Now, did you also notice that while I was doing that, I underlined all the points, but I was looking at specific details of the questions. Now, if you are asked, if you are given 3 points and if you are asked to write 2, then you have to write those 2. Don't go to write everything thinking that you are going to score more. You won't, because it shows that you have not understood the question. Okay? So, please stick to the instructions, stick to the amount that is required or details that are required. Don't go to write too many things. Right? So, let us quickly recap what we have been doing today. We first briefly looked at the things that we learned the other day, skimming, scanning, and then we applied the two techniques, skimming and scanning, to answer a graphic stimulus which was taken from the past paper booklet, isn't it? And then we learned the skill of using keywords from the questions to identify answers while we are reading the text. This is when you are scanning through the text after reading the question. So, while you read, it is always wise to underline the key points and then go to scanning, so that you can always remember what you need to find. Alright. So, these were the two things that we have learned today. I hope you are going to keep on practicing at home, because practice always makes you perfect. Right. So, keep on practicing. I hope to meet you soon. and teach you something new, a new skill, so that you can use it fruitfully and then score more in your exam. So till then, keep studying, be good, goodbye.